Hey everyone, I'm finally back with another fan again. And this time I'm very proud to have found this fan. Let me just get the camera up a little. There we go. Very proud to find this Panasonic King Arthur. And the reason why I'm so happy to find this one is because this was actually in my childhood house. Now, granted, this is not actually the variation that I actually had. The one that was actually in my childhood house growing up as a kid, and we got this fan installed when I was like a kindergartner, heading towards the late 80s. It was all antique brass and just solid brown blades, solid dark brown type blades that were dark stained. But the antique brass faceplate gives it away right there. So it looked exactly like the faceplate you see, except everything about it was antique brass. Not just the faceplate here, but the switch housing, the the rest of the motor housing and blade arms, downrod, canopy, everything was antique brass, and then dark brown stained blades. No stencil or cane on them. And then this is not the light kit that we had on ours. The one that was on ours was a 3-armed light kit. It was 3 arms. They drooped straight down. They were those big flowered lights, those big flowered shades that faced straight down. They were a little more circular. They weren't tulip-like. But here is the light kit. This is the light kit that came with this fan at 1.97 amps, 229 watts, and a power factor of 1. So, I'm going to... I set it to low. And here we go. Here is low. And it is drawing 0.118 amps. And I remember mine gave kind of a slow low too, which is a nice low, especially for a kitchen. And this is where this one was. Also, I wanted to point out that this fan came with, when I got it on Craigslist, that's where I got this fan, it came with this screwed to the top of the motor, this low ceiling adapter kit, and here is the canopy. And see this hatch, you would unscrew it and pull it away, so you'd slide that square piece in with it attached to the motor. So it was a lot like a low ceiling adapter kit for a Casablanca. Very similar to that. But what I did for my purposes of shooting this and installing it how I would in this shop or in my bedroom, if I put it there or any other place I would put it, I would drop mount it. So I put in a downrod, I found a canopy and a mounting bracket. But that's the kind of mounting brackets that I would use is this type of mounting. So, all right, let's go to medium with it. So, and it's drawing 0.38 amps with 27 watts and a power factor of half. Yeah, did I do a power factor? Here's low again. What did I say for power factor? Okay, so just over a quarter power factor. So here's high, since I just wanted to see what it did on low for a power factor. Okay. So 0.61 amps, 70 watts, and a power factor of 1 on high. So it's a little bit wobbly. I didn't balance this. And even if I did, I would have to rebalance it when I install it. So, but until then, yep, here's spin down. And I'm going to do reverse. This is, but yeah, I was glad to get a fan installed in our house when I was like maybe just before kindergarten. So, and this was it. So basically, one thing I would love to get, even though I'm glad to find this model. Okay, it's spun down already. Here is low reverse. I would like to get that variation that I actually had in my kitchen. The antique brass. All antique brass. And dark brown stained blades. That would be the variation I'm after. Even though this is what I found when I searched Craigslist. Alright, here is, it does the same current draw on low as it did in forward, so here is medium reverse. Yeah, there is all right, that's medium, and it does the same current draw. And here comes high reverse. All right, 0.6, 0.61, barely a difference. Same current draw on high. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to do the decade box and see what kind of wall control I can use on this fan. Here is 1, 2. It's stalled out on 2. Here's 3. And that should keep going. It's pretty aesthetic, but it'll go. Here is 4 microfarads. Just a little under factory low, but now here's 5 microfarads, which is a standard low with a wall control that's capacitor based. And this is, you still get that same low speed out of it, but it's just drawing a little bit over factory low. All right, 6, 7, and here is 8. Now 8, this is actually just on the high side of being a functional low, and on the low side of being a medium low. Here's 9, 10, here's 11, and here's 12. And it's spot on. 12 is spot on with it's spot on with the factory medium, so if I put this on a Fanimation learning remote, this is the medium you would get. You'd get almost a matching low and a matching medium. Perfect. And then here's 13, which also it would be a standard 5/8 13, so this would be your medium high. Here's 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and here is 20. So 20 is kind of closer to medium high, to like a backed off high, but in this case, we still got quite a ways to go. We got till 0.6, basically 0.61. So you're definitely safe with any capacitor-based wall control. So I'm going to go up to 22. I'm just going to kind of skip. I'm going to go up to 25. So I'm at 0.5. I'm just going to see if I can get close to high or hit a resonant frequency on this thing. Here's 30. 32. 35. 37. 38, 39, 40. Okay, I maxed it out already. This is a really good fan. I maxed it out at 40 microfarads. I have 10 on the decade box, plus my 10 and plus 20 on the switches. So yeah, I maxed out. So if I hit high, it jumps up to 0.6. So no resonant frequency that I know of. Okay. All right, time to try the solid state variable to see if this is noisy or if this is going to be quiet in the solid state. We shall see. Okay. All right. Going up more. Okay, not bad. I mean, it's got a fair amount of hum, but it's nothing terrible. I mean, I can live with that. But typically I would not put this type of fan on solid state. I usually don't need to. I try to put it on. I know I can easily use a 4-speed or a 3-speed. Yeah, it's starting to get noisier. Okay. All right. All right, I just brought it up to high. Still got that wobble to it, but the current draw is the same on solid state high. It's not bad, but just wouldn't really use it for solid state. And that was one thing I was going to do. I'm just going to see what the air movement is. And I remember this giving off a good amount of air, and it's not the fastest high speed, but it gives off a lot of air for it. I could even do an airflow test. I'm going to go to do an airflow test on it. I'm feeling something from it. It's not K55 though, but it is in the higher side of residential spinner motor category, which is what this is. So it works out. All right. Alrighty. Okay, now to do 0 to high, and let's see what the inrush current is. 0.26. Really, no inrush. All right. That is actually all I have for this Panasonic King Arthur. And I'll be back with more fans. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more fans. See you later.